Hold on. This is Muda Ta right here. Ucha, brother, what's happening? See? You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling people, man, you can just come. What's going on, brother Ucha? You can come just do something just real, something that you don't have to make yourself believe in, you know? You don't have to make yourself believe in any of this. It's right here in front of you. You know, it's no type of injunctions or some type of written down law. This is just universal law. You know what I'm saying? And you just come out here, man, and just be. And I'm about to try to go inside the tree line real quick. But I think it's a way in back here. And like if my mind moves a little fast or something like that, I come out here, man. You know, I don't go to no building and go plead and beg with something. Just come out here and just sit with yourself about anything that you may be going through. Come out here and sit with yourself. And I know people say that a lot, but that's actually reality. You know what I'm saying? You come out here and you just sit with yourself, because that takes bravery to come out here and sit with yourself. You call upon you to fix you when you're not giving over your problems to something you can't even have a conversation with. You know what I'm saying? You can literally come out here, have a conversation with yourself. You have a conversation with nature. You know what I'm saying? You can just come out here and be, you know? But, you know, the sun is, I don't know where everybody lives, but, you know, I live on the East Coast. I'm here in Maryland, from Philly, though, which is, it's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours up the road from here, though, to get back to Philly. But it's just nice, man, just to be and exist. So I only gonna be here for a couple of minutes. You know what I'm saying? And just speak some Yamasee to nature, man. I ain't gonna translate it though. Maybe bits and pieces, maybe. But I just want us to know that it's not about wearing feathers around your ass. It's not about you know, going and dancing around a pyramid. It's not about, you know, arguing over mounds and none of that. It's actually just about this right here. It's just, you know, how did our ancestors deal with their own issues? How did they naturally live in a spiritual sense? Ucha Maku. How do they do that? You know? So what I like to do, I like to come out here, man. I don't know if it's a way down here, but it is a way down here. I'm about to creep on them. You know what I'm saying? And you only got to be scared to move the tie, man. Ain't nothing back here, man. It's so, if you align with yourself and you speak in Yama, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really got to worry about nature, man. Nature ain't out to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I was out here, man, doing an arm chant. You know, speaking some Yamasee, shoot, them birds started chirping back, man. I'm telling y'all, man, them birds started chirping back. They flew down, they came down, and they started chirping. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no make-believe, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in fairy tales, man. I believe in hard science. And all our animism is science. It's just science, man. So, and this is called Seneca Park, which ain't nothing but our shit. It's our stuff. They ain't doing nothing with it but letting people come back here and drink alcohol and party back here. And we could be growing food back here. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, just stop, man, and I'm going to sit here, man, with Muda Ta, and I'm going to say some Yamasee to Muda Ta. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to translate it because I want to encourage us to start learning our language. You know, I may translate some words, like towards the end or something like that, but it's just an encouragement for us as a people. Nuk ta'or fogmin and tutin. Ya inosat. Anuki tim li pa ta. Anuki li pa li o. Nuk halagtu ila pa li ulat. Nuk gabeltu pa li ulat amma bikun. You know? Be out here, man. You got to kiss the sky like a falcon, man. And if you listen to our language, it sounds just like nature, right? Before they poisoned the li'ul, the sky, before they tried to block out the parayus, before they came and poisoned the nahar, the rivers. You know what I'm saying? The shagor, before the shagor were poisoned. You know what I'm saying? What were we doing before that? You know what I'm saying? You know, a beak un, like a falcon in the sky, we were soaring. You know what I'm saying? What were we doing as a people, right? You know what I'm saying? I be back here with my shoes off and everything. Oh, Hamduk, Zama. You know, just be back, Ucha, Ron Ucha. You know, encourage ourselves, man. Encourage ourselves, man. You know what I mean? We so scared. We be thinking Freddy Krueger out this joint. Jason be out this joint. You know how Zenjis be. We think something out here. Right? Anuki pa mohoi shel pa salafu. Anuki mohoi shel pa salafu. You know what I'm saying? The essence of the ancestors, man. Mahoi pa salafu. We noon mahoi pa salafu. We are the ancestors, man. They ain't never went nowhere. They in your DNA. Huh? They right up in your DNA. Look at this. Look craziness, man. Throwing bottles back here, move the top, man. You know what I'm saying? 40 ounces back this joint. You know what I'm saying? Beer bottles and all types of filthiness, man. They done threw on move the top, man. And we don't respect move the top no more neither as a people. We don't respect it. I wonder how old this tree is, man. Listen to nature. They talk back. When I was speaking Yamasee earlier, I was doing the arm chant, and I was speaking some Yama. The birds started chirping loud, and a whole bunch of them came around. They all started chirping together. Because they remember. They remember you. We just forgot. But the animals didn't forget. Nature didn't forget. Huh? Look at that Reus. Pa Reus. Shil Pasalaf. Pa Mustawrasil Shil Pasalaf. Anuki fi pa Nawar Shil Pa Reus. You know what I'm saying? We're in the light of the sun, y'all. Just get out in this sunlight. Get out back in nature. Change the way you eating. Change the way you thinking. Change the way that you're feeling. And emotions isn't a bad thing. You're going to feel emotions is actually a good thing. But our people have breathing techniques, though, so you can learn how to feel the actual emotion, how to manage the actual emotion. People say, oh, man, we got, you can't, emotions is actually healthy. What's not healthy is not dealing with them. That's what's not healthy about emotions. They get unhealthy when you don't know how to energy and emotion. You don't know how to move them on. Right? Pareus. No war shell pareus. Kalun da kulni. Anuki hayuzi nasuf. Anuki hayuzi nasuf. Noon hayuzi nasuf. Well, we are life itself. So that's all I really wanted to share with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to encourage us, to learn our native tongue and to, encourage us to find our heritage, to root back into nature, to get back into it. You know what I'm saying? So I was just out here sun gazing and sunbathing, grounding, walking through nature. And I just wanted to share with y'all what I was seeing. We're going to share some good vibes with one another. You know what I'm saying? Nun hayuzi nasuf. We are life itself. Nun hayuzi nasuf. We are life itself. The bugs is definitely out, but they definitely out here. So everybody, man, I hope everybody enjoys their day. Enjoy the rest of your days and the Zamut. Pa Zamut. So come out and get some of this Pa Reus. Get some of this Reus, this sunlight, and relax. Come out in this nature. Come out in Mudata. You know what I'm saying? And, this is why our ancestors, they called themselves Altamaha. The Ta meaning the earth. The Ma meaning the water. And the Ha meaning the soul. or some people, they call it the ka or the ba, you know, that soul. And that's what makes you up as a living being, those things, those elements that I just mentioned. And so all of it is right here. You're walking around breathing in oxygen, which is nothing but water, which is moisture anyway. Your body is made from the ta, and your soul is everlasting. It's internal. You know what I'm saying? And it never dies. Energy just goes to one thing to the next. But you're always connected to her. You know what I'm saying? And we got taken away from that because they gave us religion with patriarchy and masculine gods, and which is nothing but colonization. But you can decolonize yourself very simply just by spending some time here, spending some time out in nature. You know, like I said, my mind was racing today. I had a lot on my mind, and I saw myself forgetting things, or I saw myself miscommunicating because my mind was moving so fast. And that comes from being in wars and stuff like that overseas. It comes from, you know, some of the trauma of growing up in the ghettos in the inner city back in Philly. Sometimes my mind erase. You know what I'm saying? Because we all still healing from that stuff. I've done a lot of healing work and got to a great place. But healing is a journey. So you just go through when these things come up. It's not about emotions. It's about how you manage the emotion. This is how I manage my emotions with sun gazing. When I feel like that, I go out into nature. I go barefooted. I do breathing techniques. I go home and I hug on my wife and I hug on my children. You know what I'm saying? I ground myself to love, and I ground myself to nature, which our families are part of nature. Our families are part of our healing process. So, you know, get back into that. It's not about the emotion. It's about management of the emotion. How far are you willing to let this emotion go? And then it turns into a problem in your life. So I felt that way today. So when I did that, the responsible person, a person who is responsible, is going to come be responsible for himself or herself and ground yourself back to Mudata. You understand what I'm saying? So that would be my advice for everybody. Ground yourself back in Mudata, Mother Earth, because Nun Hayuzi Nasuf, we are life itself. And just love, you know what I'm saying? And don't, what's the key word I'm looking for here? It's an English word I'm looking for. Don't be too hard on yourself. I have a tendency to do that. You know, stuff like that. But don't do that to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Be patient with yourself. And when you're feeling that way, don't feel bad. Don't feel as though you're not progressing. You know, Ucha Ababni, Ahuni Ucha. And so I felt that way today. I felt my mind was racing all over the place today. Haven't felt like that in a while. And like I said, it comes from being in war zones, and it comes from growing up in a war. So sometimes if my mind races, you know, Seneca State Park, I didn't even know it was over here. I just happened to ride past it. But like I said, my mind was racing, and I found myself miscommunicating today. And something just slipped. I thought I heard something, and I missed. It was just I just didn't understand it that way, and I knew that was me. My mind was racing. I knew that. My mind was racing, so I came out into nature and put my mind at ease. You know, and then you got to sit with that emotion. Why are you feeling like that? And you got to accept how you feel. And the great way to do that is you go out in nature, or go find somewhere where it brings you to a place. It brings you to a calm state of being. It could be near a lake. It could be out here. It could be going to I don't know, going to the movies. It could be going to the beach. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to find that place, and then you just want to ground yourself in that place. Nature is always one of the best places to go. The beach is nature. That's nature. The ocean is all nature. Find somewhere to ground yourself And because that's responsible. That's what responsible people do. It's not irresponsible to feel an emotion. It's irresponsible not to manage the emotion. So what you want to do, you want to manage the emotion, you know. But look at this here. Look what they doing to Mudata. This is the colonizer has done. Like I said, what we doing? How are we healing ourselves before they poison the Li'ul, the sky? Before they try to block out the Re'us, the sun. Before they chop down the giant Shahur, the trees. And you can hear it, like I was out here today, and you can hear mama crying. But she's fed up. You can feel her being fed up and tired. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just listened to her. I just listened. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? They be out here poisoning Mudata. See? Yeah, well, it's changed because other people are taking care of it other than the true caretakers of it. You know, if we came and be the caretakers as we should be, she would have a more happy look to her. But where's the caretakers? So, you know, where's the caretakers? No, I ain't going too deep. I'm actually only about to go back out. If it was a little earlier, I probably would have went a little deeper. You know what I mean? If I had my a weapon or something on me. More worried about, you know what I'm saying? But there's actual path back there though, but I ain't gonna go on the path right now. But yeah, so you know, that's, you know, be my advice is just to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Is to be responsible. You know, so if you plan on being responsible, you know, like I said, being responsible is dealing with the actual emotion. Oh, I'm a definitely nature freak. ain't gonna hold you, man. That's all I do. Come out here, man. Anuki Hayuzi Nasuf. I am life itself. You know, I like to come out in the Pareus and just sit underneath the Li'ul sky, you know what I mean? And so like I said, you know, I felt myself racing today. But, you know, like I said, it's not the emotion itself, it's how you manage the emotion. And I knew that I couldn't go home with my mind racing. You know what I'm saying? You don't never want to go home to your family with your mind racing. For the men, for the brothers, I'm talking to you. You always want to settle yourself down and go back in the house with a certain disposition, a natural disposition. That's why it's always good to do breathing exercises and things like that. And also loving your lady and loving your children. That's also grounding yourself. It's also part of nature. We skip that part like it's not nature. It is part of nature. But anyway, I'm going to jump off of here because I'm about to go get me some bonan, you know. Ane de yor shara bonan. I want to drink some coffee. Ane de yor shara bonan. I'm going to go drink some coffee. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, share my little journey I had today. I was feeling a little weird today, so I came out in mama just to ground myself and correct my mental and my emotional state. And plus, I just came from the gym too. Got this heavy book bag on me. And I wanted to come out here and just walk through. I did some sun gazing. I think some of the animals tried to steal my fruit. On my way out where? No, I'm about to leave. I was already out here for a minute. But I'm already out here. I'm just about to get back in the car. But anyway, y'all, I just want to show y'all one last time. It's beautiful, though. It is. Nice. It's big. I mean, I ain't even walk even 1% of it. And I was deep in there, pretty much. Yeah, I'm leaving. And it's just real nice, man. It's different type of birds out here. Listen, when I was speaking Yamasee, all the birds came. I was sitting doing an arm chant, sitting in the sun. And I was doing an arm chant. And then I started speaking Yamasee. All the birds raised their voice at once. All of them. They always raised. They all came. When I opened my eyes, they were all different types of birds in the branches of the shahur of the tree. And they were raising their voice. And when I stopped, they stopped. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Nuk, Ashug Amtkum, I love you all. You know what I mean? Natharu Ghorut, have a great evening. Or Natharu Mahor, have a good evening. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna get back to my family, go love on them. But I just had to come out here and manage the way I felt today. I had to manage the way I was thinking. And I had to come out here and sit with myself responsibly and have a conversation with my soul and have a conversation and just let my energy just be with the energy of Mudata. So when I go home a responsible man with his emotions intact, the way they should be, so I can get that love to my family. And that's a responsible man. And that's what men try to be responsible like that. Because that's the best thing you can give your family is an unbroken you, a healed version of you, and a person that works on himself. That's worth more than anything you ever give him. You understand what I'm saying? So, Harus wal Hayaz Da'u Nuk Ashug Antkum. I love you all. Nafara Gharu or Nafara Mahor. Have a great evening. Peace.